Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Batman issue number 106 and 107. I could just do two individual videos and make you watch them both, but we can just do them both at the same time. I got it. I just didn't. I showed you guys. I just didn't have time to do everything. It is what it is. I didn't have time to do all of the books that I wanted to do because I'm busy as hell with my studies for immigration and refugee. Yeah, all that good stuff. Like it's a lot of work. It genuinely is. Like I'm working in the law here, so it's a lot. But be happy to know I passed my classes. Now I just need to double down even more and study for my entry to practice exam, which rock on, I expect to blow completely out of the water because I'm freaking awesome. Anyway, in the meantime, I fell off all of DC, everything involved with DC because of the Infinite Frontier stuff. If you liked it, I'm happy for you. I personally didn't even give it a shot. I didn't even give it a chance. For the most part, I think I did one book for the Infinite Frontier where the Omniverse now, and here's another part of the Omniverse, and it's I don't know, a peephole verse or something, or glory hole verse. I don't know what it was. I don't care. I genuinely don't care. But I will say that this was actually really good. This is fantastic, especially after the future state stuff, which I didn't even come close to at all. Again, if you liked it, awesome. Me personally, wasn't for me. And I hope that we don't have to fault each other for that. Don't say that I suck because I didn't want to give it a chance, and I won't say that you're a sucker for just, anything DC does. See, because that's not cool, right? Anyway, let's get talking about this stuff here. Oh crap, I gotta find who freaking. Oh, hey, it's right up in the front. I imagine it's the same for both books. It looks like it's the same for both books. James Tynion the fourth does the Tynion the fourth does the writing. George Jimenez on art. Tomio Morey doing the colors, and VC's Clayton Cowles without the VC is doing the letters. Jimenez and Morey do the cover, and yeah, there's Riccardo Federici does the variant cover. Okay, anyway, whatever. I'm done with all the variant covers and stuff like that. So, as far as this first book is concerned, it's a really weird one because Batman, it seems like it's Batman. I mean, it doesn't look like, when you get to issue two, part two of the story over here, it doesn't look like it's Batman at all. By the way, the name of the story is something that they're keeping hidden. What the hell was the name of this? Oh, damn it. I don't feel like looking for this damn thing. It's actually a pretty cool name. But apparently it doesn't matter to anybody, so whatever. It's a story. So, I don't remember when freaking Arkham Asylum blew up, the A-Day stuff. Like, did that happen during the Joker War and I just completely missed it, or I'm forgetting it? I don't know. That's what happens when you got a really good story going, where I was in love with the Batman stories, right? The Detective Comics and all that stuff by Tomasi. I was enjoying these books, and they're just like, we're going to take 2 months off to do completely random crap. And I had no interest in giving it a chance and whatever. So 2 months without DC Comics, 2 months without my Batman, and actually a little bit longer because I missed the first issue of this, which means 2 weeks I missed. Not happy. Not happy. And I forgot a lot of what I'd already read. And it's the exact same series, the Batman one, So it's heartbreaking, but I guess it is what it is. So apparently they did a good job of at least explaining whether it happened or it didn't happen. It happened at some point, whether it was on panel or off panel, in the book or surreptitiously outside of the book. I understand A-Day. I understand that some stuff happened and a bunch of people died, like 100 or so inmates died in Arkham Asylum. Really messed up situation, right? Somebody who appears to be Bruce Wayne is captured, who in the next issue looks like he has blonde hair for some reason. So I wonder if it's actually going to be Azrael. Jean Paul? Hmm. Um, but this dude is captured, and he's trying to not be riddled with the new version of Scarecrow. It's the same guy apparently, still Crane, but he looks very different, and he looks a lot spookier. Which, hey, I mean, this is James Tynion the fourth, right? Yeah, he's a spooky mother fathead. I'll tell you what, if any comic book writer out there is haunted, it's that guy. It's him. That dude is straight up haunted. He got ghosts living in his butthole. Just talking about Boo. No, it's poo. Get back in there. Anyway, better out than in, I guess, but what do I know? So, like, this is a haunted mother fathead, man. And obviously, the status quo has changed because he's poor, but he's still twice as rich as the richest person on the block, which is like a big F you, you know? He just doesn't have all the resources. Now, his stuff in these books where he's talking about, yeah, man, I got a powerful engine in here to go fast. It's like, yeah, but you took out the guidance system. Yeah, because I wanted to make the car go fast, so I removed it. Did you remove the airbags? No, I didn't, but I would have if removing it would have made the car go faster. Now there's a remote control. He's got like a little remote control box that he can set up to like he's doing boop, 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 to move the car around. It won't self guide, but instead he can remote control it. I figured that would be more controls, but what do I know? I mean, like remote controls, there's actually gears and things like that to turn the stuff, as opposed to just here's some firmware in a you could keep on making the disc small, the fabric board smaller. But I've only been in engineering for like 8, 9 years, you know what I'm saying? So I guess Batman would know better than me. James Tynion the Fourth certainly doesn't, though. Either way, I love the idea that he's got that, and he can just transfer those controls right over to Oracle, who didn't even know that she had those controls on her hand. She's like, "Really, I can do that? Where'd this come from?" It's like the bat phone, this big red thing. Pull over, open the dude's head, push the button in the bat phone. You know what I'm saying? Adam West Show, 66 Batman, damn it. Follow along. All in all, I'm going to say that this is really fun. There's a bunch of new characters in here. And right now, honestly, there's only two writers in the entirety of the big two, Marvel and DC, who are actually creating new characters on the regular. One of them is James Tynion the Fourth. The other one is Kelly Thompson. And I personally think they're both doing a great job of it. Now, I know there's speculators are getting upset and they're just like, these books suck. Well, that's like your opinion, man. It's a Lebowski comment. I never even seen the movie, and I know that. I know I never seen the movie. But it doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, the comic books were never supposed to be about speculation. So if the characters don't bowl over as well as, you hope that they will, and they'll make you all that money and whatnot, honestly, tough doo-doo for you. You could just have those poo-poo ghosts going boo and poo in your butt like Tynion does. Because at the end of the day, the comic books weren't made for you. They just weren't, So the whole spec market, I get it, and it's your profession, it's what you do, it's a hobby, whatever. Don't know, don't care. But as far as just creating new characters, to have new roles to be given to people, instead of just reshuffling the people and making them different, right? Like what they did with Etta Candy over the years in Wonder Woman. I'm not interested in that. You can just make a new character, Get rid of the old character if you want. I don't need the same names to just be recycled in a new character. I like the idea that, or a new look for a character. No, they're actually making new characters, and they do have different personalities, and I dig on that. I really do. So there's a new character in here also, Molly Miracle. I can't remember what her name is, but Molly something. You really don't get a whole lot of her in the first issue. I don't think you get anything of her in the next one. So issue 106, 107 I'm talking about again. But all in all, like it feels like something. When Harley shows up in the next issue, she's freaking hysterical. Her interactions with Ghost Hunter, Ghost Maker, fantastic. I don't like the Ghost Maker here. They're the individual stories also. The Robin one was a little bit weird. I liked it, but I really didn't like his new costume design. He's got these he looks like Aquaman. It's like the first appearance of the new costume here, which, with all due respect, sorry, it sucks. It sucks. It's a horrible new costume for him. It's like a blend of, I can see what they were trying to do. We're going to go a little bit of League of Assassins. We're going to go a little bit of, Batman and the Robins. How about you go a little bit creative also, a little bit cool? No, we never thought of doing that. Because he looks more like he belongs to Aquaman with these webbed freaking. It's look like he cut off a duck's feet and painted them green and just put them on his ears, and he's like, "These will help me hear better." Get out of here with that crap! Did you hear that, bitch? Did you hear that? Didn't like the freaking costume at all. So, no, that crap's got to go with the quickness. The Ghostmaker story, the story itself for the Robin was cool, but the Ghostmaker story, look, here's a situation where it's reversed. The art is out of this world. But like laser tigers and him having sex with a guy and a girl and talking about Ghostmaker is more of a legacy than anything else, and you make sure to embellish and say there was a lot more stuff going on. Should we say that you also slept with a laser I-beam tiger too? Because you're fighting two of them, and it's like, here's the richest woman in the world over here who's trying to send things after you, and she's only got two of these tigers. Why wouldn't she have 5,000? I mean, I'm saying in general, if she's making that much money, and I like the idea of this character that she inherited wealth, accumulated wealth from her parents from being in the beginning of the East India Trading Company. So that means that she must be partially British at the very least, right? I dig that. That's a great backstory, you know? And then there's all these other people. There's some weird stuff in here. The one guy comes out and is like, I'm going to kill you. It's a big, gigantic killer croc looking thing, except he's, I don't know, angry alligator man. Might as well be hungry, hungry hippo. Who cares? He's a throwaway character who's definitely going to die at the hands of the freaking Widowmaker in here. That's D. Snyder. But we're not going to take it. But the Ghostmaker in here. The scene where he's like jumping, I'm gonna kill you, you told on me, and she's just like back off, and he just somehow stops in midair, and then it's like, dude, this guy can change inertia. There's no way Ghostmaker could beat him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm gonna get you. Nah, you're not. I'm gonna stop you right there and walk up, and I'm just gonna stab you a couple times, or I'll use my big gator teeth and just gnaw on you. Like, bro, what is it? You can't stop this dude. He controls inertia. You're done. You're done. Right? Superman couldn't take this guy. So we think. The backstories in here absolutely blow. Like, I really genuinely cannot stand them. I just look at them like, nah, these are fairly terrible. These really are. They're kind of terrible. But the main stories in here, at the very least, I dig on them. I'm digging on them strong. It's a good story that's moving forward, and it's an interesting change to Batman with everything that's going on. Don't forget to check out Tom Taylor's Nightwing, because the story is basically, just as it should, the Nightwing stories in Bloodhaven, they continue over in here. Even though they're totally separate, Alfred had money, and he goes and he sends money to him. How much did he get? Let's just say the shoe might be a little bit reversed now, because butlers apparently make a lot in Wayne Manor. I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, what, do you think that he was getting minimum wage as a butler? This is a fun comic book to read. Seeing Batman completely taken out of his element, and yet he still can't change, so to speak. You know? I'm digging on it. And the Harley Quinn stuff in here, she curses a lot. I'm totally okay with it. Because they do the cursing where it's like you could mostly tell what the words are. Because if she's saying the F word, there's 4 little asterisks there. If she's saying effing, there's 7. 8. There would be 8. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you could actually tell it instead of just, let's just put 3 or 4 dots there no matter what she's saying and let them figure it out. I don't want to figure, I want to be able to actually figure it out, not guess, you know? All in all, really good books. Really enjoyable read. I'm generally looking forward to more of this, and I'll try not to be late. Look, man, the biggest thing for me, I've just been waiting to get back to reading some Batman, because I genuinely missed it. And I said I was going to miss it. When I saw that, oh, that's it. We're over. We're going into the freaking, what the hell's the new thing that was called for a while? This is Infinite Frontier. I don't know. Whatever that, I just said it earlier on. The G5 wannabe stuff, Future State. There we go. Was not interested. I just had no interest in it. I still don't have any interest in it. Some of that stuff is continuing with the next Batman. I hope it's good. I hope you're enjoying it, but I'm personally not. I'm just can't get into it. So it is what it is. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Make sure you go and grab these books. Again, first appearance of the new character. So if you're doing some specking, you can complain all you want right now, but if that thing winds up becoming $100 by next month, suddenly you're going to be like, crap, I should have gotten more. And yeah, maybe you should have. Talk to you guys later. Like the video on your way out. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.